What is up, everybody? Zombergy here, and today I have built an auto-smelting pickaxe type thing in Minecraft Bedrock. It's pretty simple. As you can see here, there's only a couple command blocks, and they're not too long of commands. And these orange ones here aren't even really needed. So yeah, I'll get right on into the video, and I'll show you what this pickaxe can do. Quick little editor's note. I forgot to mention through this whole video that this thing is actually multiplayer friendly. So if you want to play with your friends and stuff, this works perfectly fine. Just make sure that you're using everything I say about tags and stuff in this version. You just gotta make sure that you're using tags and stuff for for your friends as well. So if you're tagging Autosmelt, like I'll show you in this video, just make sure to tag your friends Autosmelt as well. If you have any problems, just leave any questions in the comments and stuff, and I can help you through it. And you can also leave your gamer tag in the comments, and I can join your world and personally help you. But yeah, on to the video. Alright, so I have this pickaxe. It doesn't matter what type of pickaxe you use, as long as you use one that can mine gold ore and iron ore for this one. So, in this scenario, I am not going to be requiring a secondary version. This is just going to be the most basic version of the command. But yeah, so you can place down any ores you want, anywhere you want. And also, I'm going to get rid of these ingots I have now, just to prove to you that I'm not using any of them. So I'm just dumping those in the river. So we mine an iron ore, and we're going to get that iron ingot right off the bat. Mine the gold ore, and we're getting the gold ingots. There's no way to cheat this. If you stand right on top of the ores even, you're just going to get the ingots and not the ore. And the reason that works is because it's getting rid of the ores at the very, very start. So yeah, I'm going to go through with a quick explanation, and then I will go back over it and just show the commands and each command block just for an extended period of time. So if you guys want to copy it down, you can do that. All right, moving on to the tutorial part. So there's sort of two versions of this. There's one version that you sort of need to have some sort of requirement to get it. So like only certain people in your server can get it. Like you have to unlock something somehow. And there's also a version where you just automatically have it. So I'll just note which ones are different and which ones are like which sort of changes you have to make. Sorry, to get the different versions. So I'm just going to go in creative here. And then, so we need to have a few sort of commands to run at the start. You don't need to put them in command box. You can just type them in the chat. But this one is not 100% required. This one's just for me to reset my thing. But here we are. So the first one you need to type, no matter what version you're using, is this command right here. /gamerule command block output false. This just makes it so that whenever you have these commands running, your chat isn't getting filled up with command block outputs. We also want no feedback, because the way that this gives you the ingots is it's using the give command, and so you don't really want that to show up either. So you're going to type in this command here, /gamerule send command feedback false, and that leads so that won't happen. This one is for if you want the auto smelt star type thing. So this can be any item, but I'll show you this later at the end whenever we're talking about this star version. So moving on to the version that everyone is going to be using. Everyone needs to have these commands in. So this command block right here, you can pause if you want. It's going to be the command that's going to be giving you getting rid of the iron ore block on the ground. Like the item on the ground once you've broken it. And it's going to give you the tag give iron. So if you're not using the nether star requirement or any sort of item requirement to get it, then you don't need this tag equals autosmelt area like with inside the brackets. You can just have @p add. So you can get rid of that whole chunk there. But if you want, you can keep it. It doesn't actually ruin anything. You're just going to need to tag yourself with the autosmelt tag. So you're just going to need to type in this command right here if you're writing it. That's only if you don't want the nether star. But if you do want the nether star, we'll talk about that later. So yeah, this is the command. Make sure it's on repeat, unconditional, always active. And you have exactly this. On to the next command block. This one is chain conditional, always active. All right, so the purpose of this command block is to just get rid of that iron ore on the ground. So this one is to test, to detect it, and then give you a tag once it's found it. And then this one is to get rid of it, so you can't just pick it back up and place it. Because if you could just pick it back up and place it, you'd be able to duplicate the iron. You could break the iron ore, and you get the iron ore and the ingot. So you could just keep duplicating. So that's a very important command block. And then, by the way, these iron blocks and this gold block is not required. It's just to show that these two are in the iron section, and this one's from the gold one. So then moving on to this one. This one is activated by the give iron. So whenever this runs, it sort of starts this one because this one is constantly running because it's repeat, unconditional, always active. Again, important. It gives the closest player the tag give iron, the closest person with the tag give iron. So the person who got the tag give iron from here, this is now going to run, and it's going to give them an iron ingot, which is pretty simple. Moving on to this one, chain conditional, always active. This is the last one for the iron, and it's really simple. Tag add a remove give iron. So what it's pretty much doing is just as soon as you get the iron, it's going to as soon as you get the iron, since it's conditional, it's going to get rid of that tag for you. So you're not just continuously getting iron, and just continuously just getting like a stacks upon stacks of iron ingots, despite the fact that it's gone, just because you have this tag. So by getting rid of the tag, you're no longer fitting this criteria of the tag give iron, so you're not going to get any more iron ingots. You're only going to get the one. All right, so that was for iron ore, and the good part is for the gold ore, all you need to do is change some very, very slight things. You need to change the name iron ore to gold ore, and you just got to change the tag to give gold. Again, you don't need that auto smelt if you're not using the required item, but if you aren't using that, you can still have it. Over here, we have the exact same thing, but we have the gold ore once again. That's pretty simple. We got the give gold here instead of the give iron, and we have gold ingot instead of iron ingot. It's pretty straightforward. Make sure that these ones are in the same versions as well. So chain conditional, always active. Repeat unconditional, always active. Repeat unconditional, always active. And then this one is also chain conditional, always active, like earlier. And the same thing from earlier as well. It's got the give gold instead of give iron. All right. So moving on to the star requirement. So if you guys don't want the star requirement, you can end there. That's it. But if you do want the star requirement, this is how it's going to work. I'm going to look over here first. So to get it, you're going to want to get this auto smelt star. So to get it, I'll type the command in the chat right now. But you want to make sure that whenever you're getting it, you don't want this on. So you can just put this to impulse if you've already built, once you're done building it. But you don't want that on whenever you're giving it to yourself, or else it's just going to take it away right away. So I'm just going to get rid of my auto smelt tag. So now I cannot auto smelt, which I will show you actually. I can no longer auto smelt. I'm just going to get the ores back because I don't have this tag. But if I go back, if you want to have some sort of requirement to get the tag, then you could get it. It could be done in a multitude of ways. For me, the way that I'm doing it is going to be a special item that you need to get, like from creative mode or something. You could also have it just be a normal nether star if you want to. Like you kill the wither, you get the nether star, and then you can auto smelt things. It doesn't really matter. You can use whatever you want. So what you're going to want to do is, it's very, very situational. So you want to give yourself the item that you have. If it's going to be one that you can only get in creative, this is how you're going to do it. You're going to pick your item. So you're going to give add s, and then pick your item. So for this version, we're giving myself a nether _ star. All right. You're going to pick the amount. Usually just going to be 1. You could pick 64. It doesn't really matter. And then the data, you want to pick some other number than 0 or 1. Usually it should be 3. keep in mind, this item cannot be anything with durability, as that number, when talking about items with durability, that is their durability number. So you can't actually have that one be that. So you have to, if you're using an item, it can't be something with durability. But yeah, so this is another star with a data value of 3, I think I picked. Yeah, so if you want to have it in a chest like that, I have this little machine here that has one, like I have a thing with already 3 in there, and then you can just keep copying it, just so I don't have to keep typing that command in over and over again when I was testing. Yeah, you don't need this part, but I'm just saying, get this item, put it somewhere or whatever, and then yeah. So whenever you're building this, whenever you're building this small little piece here, you want to make sure this is on repeat. All right, so the thing is, there's 2 different versions that you want to have. So they're really, really simple to change. So this command stays clear at P, whatever item you're using. The first number is the data value that you typed earlier. So if you pick like 5, 1000, it doesn't matter. You just type that number there. And then the second number is very important. If you want it to get rid of the item, then you get the 1. You can pick 1. But if you want it to just make sure that it is just you can keep the item, and you could like pass it around to your friends and stuff too. You put it as 0 there, so that it's just checking for it in your inventory instead of getting rid of it. And that's repeat unconditional always active. And then this last command block is just chain conditional always active once again. And this one's just going to give you the auto smelt tag, so that you can in fact auto smelt. So yeah, going through this, so I'm going to go in survival and just show you how this show you how this works. So I'm going to make sure that I don't have the auto smelt tag. And then I'm going to go up to this nether star. I'm going to take it out, and boom, it got taken away out of my inventory because I had the 1 there, so I wanted it to be taken away. And now I can auto smelt my ores. And then if I get rid of the tag once again, I start mining my ores again, I'm just going to get the ore straight off of it. Keep in mind that this does also work for Silk Touch too. If you have Silk Touch on your pick, then and you're mining these gold ores, you're still going to get the auto smelt. But you could also make it, if you wanted, just like I showed you guys, you can just replace the same things that are replaced from the iron to the gold. Just replace it with like diamond stuff. So you can do diamond, you could do like give diamond. It doesn't really matter those exact names, just as long as you're using it consistently. The only thing that you need to use 100% the same, which I'll show you one last time, is in here, in all the ones where there's quote iron ore, quote gold ore, you're going to want the exact item name of the ore. So you want quote diamond ore, quote emerald ore. You don't want to change anything else about that. You want to make sure you have that space there as well. The give iron can change, but the auto smelt cannot, as long as you're using auto smelt. And then the last one that can't change is this little number this little name right here, iron_ingot. You obviously want it to be the actual name. So for diamonds, you just write diamond. Emerald, you just write emerald. Redstone, you just write redstone. Maybe dust, I'm not 100% sure, but you can check in whenever you do the /give command. Yeah, so it's just redstone in this scenario. But yeah, so you can make this work for anything if you want Silk Touch on your picks too, if you want it to work for Silk Touch. But to be honest, you pretty much never want it to work for Silk Touch because you can just get fortune on those ores. So these are like the main ores that everyone wants to auto smelt. But yeah, and one last thing, it's obviously not gonna work in creative because blocks don't drop in creative. So yeah, if you guys like this episode or video, make sure to smash like and leave a subscription on my channel because it's fun. Yeah, so if you guys want like have any suggestions for different command blocks or different redstone videos, then leave them down in the comments. I'm subscribing to anyone who subscribes to me in the next 15 days. So make sure to subscribe if you want a subscription back. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.